If you've been following us for quite some time, you know that Willow tutorials always start with physical skills and physical preparation. So in order to do a great back handspring, you will need some physical attributes and skills. Like what?
For example, you have to have great shoulder mobility, so you have to absorb the impact of the flick. You don't forget that you're going to jump from your feet directly to your hands, so your arms must be very strong.
Sure. Show me some exercises.
Willow, what are you doing? Just stop that. We are working on our back handspring. So we need to have our arms straight. We are going to try to gain some mobility on our shoulders. So heads above the head. We are just trying to go with our arms a little bit back so we can gain a little bit more mobility than we used to do. Yeah, and we have to stop here, back. So we are going to keep working on our shoulder mobility. We are going to keep our arms straight again. We are going to try to put our hands as far as we can going up. The idea is to have our shoulder blades close together, and we are going to go up and to go down in a repetition movement. You can do 3 sets of 10 and hold for 10 seconds on the last one, like Willow is doing so well. Hold it, hold it, hold it. That's nice form.
Why do I have to do the bridge with an elevation? I can do the bridge.
Yeah, but this is a different variation of the bridge. I don't want the bridge, the regular bridge. I don't want your back bending, because in the case of the back handspring, I need you to feel the weight on your hands, the weight of your chest coming back. And this bridge with the elevation of the feet, it's much better for you to understand this instead of the regular bridge with your feet on the floor.
Oh, so you're focusing more on the shoulder strength,
yeah,
and not as much on the back bending, because if you bend your back too much, it's gonna be like those little kids doing gymnastics.
Just like
They're
that.
Like bending too much, and it's gonna be all
like
in the same
10,000 back handsprings on the same place, like that.
Now that you've made sure you've got the physical skills in order to do this, let's work on the technique. First of all, you should know that this is not a jumping movement. This is an out of balance movement. So you must lean backwards as if you were sitting on a stool or a surface. After you're leaning backwards as if you were sitting, you're gonna extend your legs. So it always begins with your legs, then hip, and only then will the arms go backwards. So you can do 2 or 3 reps for people to check out, little willows. 1, 2, 3. This is the motion. Sometimes I do it badly because I want to jump so much. Like a fish. Next exercise will be the backwards roll. And it's one of those exercises that can get you an F in phys ed, I know. So you must work on it now. So this will be very important for you to actually work on that out of balance motion. So do a backwards roll for me, please. Nice. See this spring motion? Wow. So if you do it from a little elevation, that's the word I was looking for. If you do it from a slight elevation, you will get that backwards momentum a little bit better. So one other thing is the hands. You should not try to do it with your hands completely straight, because it's going to be damaging for your fingers. So if you put your fingers facing a little bit inward, it'll be much better for you, and you will have more strength to push off from the ground. Can you please show me once more? Watch his hands. Beautiful. Now let us gather the 2 previous progressions, and let's call this new one, Fish 2.0. Show us the Fish 2.0 progression. See the whole sequence, the whole movement? Show me once again, please. So he gets out of balance, extends his feet, his legs, and then only then, when he's all stretched, will he bring his arms backwards in a energy motion. So he has to be very dynamic. I know that some of you will do this either on the grass or on the beach. It would be very wise for you to try to do it in the gym, because the more mats you can gather and the more height you can get for this exercise, the best. And the progression is very, very important for you to go to the last progression, which I will show you right now.
So Willow, we are going to our last progression, the full back handspring with help from a partner. We are going to put our right hand on the lower back, the other one on the leg, so we can turn the back handspring around. Let's go, Willow, whenever you're ready. Perfect form.
Remember, use your head. No, I don't mean your head on the floor. I mean, use your head, be wise. Always be safe in your practices. I want to thank Lisbon Gym Club, as well as Bernardo here. If you're ever in Lisbon, Portugal, come work out with him. Not only for competition for gymnastics, but if you're one of those people who never always wanted to do a back flip or a front flip or a handstand walk or something, you can learn with him. And strength and conditioning as well, like calisthenics, but for gymnastics purposes. Like, share, be Willow strong, and subscribe. First of all, the neck. The neck is the single most important piece of the kippa. Why? Because that thrusting motion against the floor is what actually gives you the momentum, the spring, you know? So let's pick up a towel and let's strengthen that neck.